hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this. Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Ready?
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Hey, foxtrot. Shit. Hey.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go. You draw forces. Rock it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
57 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me?
Now!
57 to Mike. Mike.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter.
3 down, 3 down.
Go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Costello. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Hey, look at me. Go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yo! Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, check Mike 50.
Look at me. Zipper.
Stay with your man.
Yep. On the ball.
And that'll set them back 5.
Ready. 10 Tucson.
Go.
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 Buzz.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Go. Hey, Orbit. Check that.
Second and 10. Flushed out right. He's got Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Go.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. We're scoreless after one.
Ready up. Hey, lock it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Back to throw now on second and 10. This is caught.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run here with Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on, set. 15, line. 15 line.
We got to step it up.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, 49ers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Watch the twist.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And the 49er first down.
Ready, set. Hey, Sam off.
Check.
Five.
He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
We'll go 25 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Hey.
25 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On the ball.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the out, watch the out. Joker, 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 Joker. Safe.
Get it.
From the gun, Costello. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mike, there's a party now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Got three down. Check. He's crashing.
Hey, wahoo!
Watch that.
6-6, pull it high.
Safety's creeping. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, exit.
Switch it. Come on, switch.
5.
Operating from the gun, Costello. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Now! Hey, Alpha!
They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Look at me, zipper!
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Go!
Off the play fake. Costello. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Matchbox lights.
Check 99. Check 99.
Blue draw quarters. Smooth. Hit it.
From the gun, Costello firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
64 now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
On the double.
We'll go 25 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
5.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. On the ball. Shoot.
5.
Operating from the gun, Costello. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here is Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They'll drop the throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
From the gun, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Leo!
Hey, alert 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
18 Gator. Rock it.
He's checking.
Chopper. Yep.
Check 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Eckler. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Hey, Steve 6.
Defense wins chance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. This will be caught at about the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
We'll go 25 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
6-6, pull it high.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Kill.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive.
30 base.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Go. Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Off-play action. Costello going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
56, Mike, 56. Let's go. Kill. Turn up.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
15 line.
Get off the field. Check.
Hey, Jet. Now.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
But now here's a deep shot that's complete, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea to try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Rams, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to